RTR and D squared cos F because you're notoriously shit at reacting to contact. So, any takers for RTR and D squared cos F before we actually get started on the ones that are hard? Let's have Quibble and Hellwell. Quibble, you can do D squared cos F.
Down, dash, cover, observe, sight and fire.
You got the first two the wrong way around because you can't really dash that well when you're down. But yes, dash, down, cover, crawl, observe, such fire, like that. And the point of it is that when you start taking fire, RTR, maybe we should have done that one first, I'm a bit of a moron, which is return fire, they cover return appropriate fire. Sorry, hello.
Fine.
So when you have taken cover using D squared cos F and done RTR, well, it's pretty simple really, the direction of contact. What's the first thing you do following RTR when you take fire? Any takers?
Get fire out.
Yes, return fire. That's more important than getting cover immediately. It doesn't necessarily matter if you don't know exactly where they are. You probably have a rough inkling, even if it's only 180 degrees. Those ARs, let's pick an AR quickly on a segue. Hello, how do you fire your AR? It's not a trick question.
The trigger?
Yes. In
Yes.
what way? Do you point in a straight line and go bam, bam, bam? Or is there something more, you know?
No, circle the area, cover the area left and right. Just basically keep the area suppressed and the people there get their heads down.
In essence, your AR isn't really a killing weapon. You're getting the bullets out. The rifleman will do the killing. You need to keep their heads down. You have the AR, so you can get a lot more fire down than any of these riflemen. So you need to be suppressing. If you win fire superiority, especially if you're being ambushed or whatever, or attacked when you're perhaps a bit off guard, that return fire at the start is one of the most important things because you might be able to disrupt the enemy, and it will buy you some leeway to take cover, which is the T of RTR. And you take cover, obviously. You dash, especially if you're on a road. You don't want to get down on the road, or you might have some issues. You need to try and find cover concealment, where you get down, and then you can crawl around, get on them. Look for them. This is, you should still be firing, but you need to find them so you can kill them with the rifleman, and then times fire. That's self-explanatory. You kill them.
For it to work with a moving target.
And that F is pretty much exactly the same as the last type of RTR. When you have observed the enemy, you know exactly where they are, or perhaps a bit earlier if you aren't getting your fire out well enough on the first reactive contact. Basically, as soon as they're able, one of your Section 2 IC should be giving you a fire control order using grit. Why don't we have... We've only got one 2 IC here. Perry, can you tell us what grit stands for? Do you hear? Okay. Well, right's the closest thing we have. Right, can you tell us?
Off the top of my head, not so well.
Dace.
It's group range, indication, and type of fire.
Would you like to try and explain that in basic terms?
Yeah, so I could say DMR, tower, bearing 241, 150 metres, rapid fire.
That is fire control order. In terms of grit, the G at the start stands for group, as has already been said. Usually, you'll start that group off with a section or a fire team, or even just your DMR, number one man, and then the range, pretty self-explanatory, and then indication that's basically where it is, and then type of fire. And all the types of fire, we're not going to go over them because they are fairly easy, I'd hope. Does anyone not know what any of these types of fire mean? Because I believe we did a training on it. please do not hesitate to tell me if you can't remember, because if you can't do these, then tonight's trading is probably going to be a bit of a shit.
User left your channel.
Anyone? Good. So now we've got that one covered.
Absolutely
We're going to be doing that first as our first little bit of live fire. Let's go through the actual rest of them.
User joined your
Kind of
channel.
more important ones, because you need to know how to do the rest of them. Reaction to contact is important. We'll cover it again at the end. I'll just ask some questions. I'll be asking questions about all of them throughout the entire night, but those ones are probably the most important for you to be able to execute as an infantryman, because I like to think the rest of them are either more the concern of ICs or common sense, but you should still know as many of them as possible. But if people do not know RTR, D-squared, COSF, and have just want fire control order, I think that's a bit shit. What is it, Ward? I believe there used to be another one that was the same, but I can't remember what that one is anymore.
Microphone activated.
Ward's just asked, didn't gas guard used to be different, or it's new or something? There was one of them that used to have a different one, but I
There's
can't
two
remember.
different ones of reorg. There's porpoise
Yeah.
and gas card. They're both on the right side.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
They essentially do the same thing, but with a few little extras.
Yeah, no, because I remember there used to be one, and then we phased it out and started using gas card, and I couldn't remember what the old one was, but I didn't realise it was porpoise. I thought
I
it was
felt
the
the
third
fucking
one.
explosion right underneath me.
Oof.
This out of T-fart thing is a bit annoying. Anyway, let's do pre-sale next, which is quite an important one. Is there anyone know what it stands for?
I was going to say, well, Stanley, you've got it up on the board.
It's not the answers.
Yeah,
The answer one isn't up.
I'm looking right at it.
Not on my screen. I can send you a picture.
Okay, this is funny.
Not on mine either.
Can everyone
Steve.
see the answers?
No.
No.
Good. I mean, quite counterproductive. Okay, Phil's got his cheat sheet. That is fine.
But I'm the one that made these things, of course I do.
Okay, let's do pre-sale then. Ward, you said I think that's a volunteer. Yeah, preparation. No. Well, it's included in it. It is. Return fire is included in it, but.
Speak up, Walter, this so I can hear you as well.
Yeah, I'm getting.
It's completely wrong.
Okay.
This guy seems to know what he wants to say.
Any other attempts, Ward, just so we don't have, see if you can get a little bit better than that. I'm sure you can get at least one or two. I haven't told you what it's for, because I don't really want to give anything away.
I literally can't remember.
Okay, who was it standing up over here then? Hello, Anne. Or was it? Okay.
Pre-sal.
Yes.
So protection, reaction to enemy fire, locate the enemy, suppressing the enemy, the attack itself, and then the reorg at the end.
It's always the first bit sentence wrong.
Yeah, preparation at the start, but otherwise that was bang on. So it's, it's preparing, and then reacting, and then finding the enemy location so you can suppress assault and reorg. We're going to be going over the assault later on. We're also going to be going over the reaction later on. I think the preparation is
User
included
joined your
in,
channel.
also really. So that we're not going to train how to gear up. We did it once when we were doing QRFs and we set up to gear up from boxes, but we're not going to fuck around with that this time. So why don't we just do Porpoise now, get it out of the way then. Any takers? This is an easy one. This is the one I learnt first. Let's try Dej. Don't worry, Jurgen's the quiver. I'll pick on you later. And Baldy. What is it, Dej?
Yeah, protection, ammo, weapons, personal, camouflage, equipment, radio, specialist equipment, and orders.
Perfect. That's just the order you should gear up, and I'm not going to spend too much time on that one. As I said though, I'm going to ask you these throughout the night, so if you're not taking notes, prepare to be embarrassed. Let's try gas guard, and let's pick on you, because you've been here a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Gas guard. Do I need to tell what it's for, or can I just give the acronym?
The acronym, you can tell us what it's for if you want. It does say there.
Yeah, it's for reorging basically. It's groups, ARD, sit rep, casualties for chasm basically, ammo, redistribute when you need to redistribute ammo between yourselves basically, and then dig in or deploy.
Yes. The ones I particularly want to bring up are ARD, obviously that's all of your responsibilities when it's been called for to get it set up. The sit rep will probably come from your 1 IC, and I should be getting the chasm report from your 2 IC as soon as possible. This is obviously in the reorg phase, everything should be safe anyway. You just need to get me as much info as possible so I know how it's, how the stuff has gone, and how the section is in terms of whether you're still combat effective, whether you need a resupply, all those things. We'll just do places do. I'll put them all up here and if anyone wants to write them down quickly they can. But I want to be moving out by past, so let's get it done. I think I said I'd pick on either Baldy or Quibble. Jurgens, what section are you in? Oh, they're both 1-1.
Yep.
Right, nominate someone, your least favourite or your most favourite.
I'm, because of that, Baldy.
Why can't I get up?
Give it a go.
I can't. Why is it not? Why can't I?
Doesn't matter, just...
Okay, well, for some reason I'm stuck. There we go. Like,
Paces do. It's for
Someone was sat on
reorging.
me, fantastic.
It's for reorging. A few of them are the same as gas card. Let's see if you can get it.
Which one am I doing, sorry?
Gas, paces do.
Righto. Protection, ammunition, casualties, equipment, searches, dig in, orders.
Ouch. I think you missed it, Rep. I didn't. You did it so fast I couldn't really hear it.
No, he didn't.
Okay, you got it bang on perfect. I'll put them on here. It's a bit as a bogus one, but it's a waste of the year. It's too much. We need to get out there eventually. If anyone wants to come close and have a look, feel free. And in the next 3 minutes, we will move somewhere. I'll put you in a column, and we'll just do reaction to contact. ICs, just want to listen up. We're not going to be assaulting these, it's just going to be reacting. I don't want to see any aggressive shit or anything after that. I'll call a halt to it when I think it's done anyway. It's just reacting, getting the fire out, seeing if you can win the firefight in terms of superiority, and we'll deal with the assaults afterwards. Is that clear?
Understood.
Yep.
Do we have like 100 meters leeway to maneuver into a better position?
No, I just want to see the initial reaction. That's
okay.
it. I want to see RTR, D-squared, COSF, and hopefully grit from the UICs. That's it, and we'll focus on integrating everything later, but I want to break up the text a bit since the last training. I mean, the last training is obviously we need a lot of breaching because the things were very dependent on each other, but there are lots of individual phases, so we can afford to break it up a lot more to make things a bit more entertaining, okay? So let's get... Is everyone done?
Yes, sir. There's 1 to each eyes and into 100.1, ready, check over.
Yeah, 5s. Let's find somewhere fun.
Everything is
Judge 1, you'll be teleported sometime the next night when I have finalised the lovely position. I'm going to text you over.
One up. That's cool.
Ready on that?
Oh, honey,
honey.
Yes.
Actually,
Tactical turtles.
no.
That's both.
I was torn then.
What was that?
I was like, oh, no.
Come on, Dave, you would have seen this on stream. Tactical turtle.
Microphone muted.
In a rich man. Well, that is not the tactical turtle.
Judge, do one prep for teleportation.
Microphone activated.
Do form an ARD on arrival and make the area secure. Communicate between each other to determine who covers where.
Wherever
1-0,
we
bro.
Ouch. Go from the southern arc, I'll get the northern arc.
That's fine by me.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Covered.
When we teleport in, we'll be taking the northern arc, so Delta, I need to take the northeastern arc, and then Chicago take the northwest. Right, let's move. Let's go.
Want me down the road? Spit off.
Delta, you're in the
Very well, you're fucking Delta, mate. So are you, Dave.
Just in northwest. Here.
I thought he said northwest, but sorry if I did.
Want me down the road?
No, Delta was definitely northeast.
You guys are plums.
Get in. I've got a wall over
Hello.
there. Better eyes for you.
Roger.
Stop that plump.
Push across the road if you need to. Actually, yeah, push across the road. Got a blind spot there. Safety's off as well, chaps.
It's a bit further this, but at cover. Is that alright?
1-2, Charlie, set, out.
1-1 Charlie set.
Just, oh, fuck.
Bloody hell, mate.
Right, keeps forgetting his over and out spit on its triggering me.
You'll get it eventually.
One Device App Zero is going to provide your private with a sight into his backpack as soon as possible. Break ARD is looking quite good. It's a bit sparser on the northwest, however. Break, we are going to be moving out south, disregard my last, northwest in a staggered column on the road. We'll have 1-2 on the lead. Over.
Right, so
1-2 acknowledges, forming up on road now, out.
1-1 acknowledges,
Right, 1-2
forming up on road.
Stag column, facing northeast. Disregard, northwest.
Remember your overs and outs, guys. Out.
Oh, sugar.
You're gonna get that song stuck in my head now, Barry.
Oh, honey, honey, do 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 do.
I've done that. 1-2 is ready to move, waiting for further orders. Out.
I don't know what other songs to sing.
Bow, 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 bow.
It's
Bow,
good to
bow,
keep
bow,
morale
bow,
up,
bow,
you know?
bow, wow, 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 wow. 1-2, push 5 meters off the road at your respective arcs.
1-1 is set, ready to go. Over.
Roger that, 1-1. Charlie 1, let's get moving northwest.
Back on the road.
One's a Robert out.
Spittle, that was my job. You're supposed to handle there.
Right, don't get Nickers in a twist.
Boy, I actually will.
They are officially twisted.
Anyway, I'll stop looking at my arse again. For fuck's sake.
But it's so pretty.
Alright, up front and immediate right looking pretty dangerous. Keep eyes out.
There's no way we don't take contact going through that little valley.
Thinking more my immediate left.
I think I'm more my immediate right, thank you. Going full auto.
Obvious, ambush is obvious.
noise right. Yeah, contact right, contact right.
1-2 in contact right, way out. Section, go on the line. Section, danger close, right, rapid fire.
That was too close for a 45 mate.
Yeah, I know. Double shoot there. Back.
Ceasefire, out.
Ceasefire, watch and shoot.
Dash.
Yep, I've been hit too.
Judge number 1, muster on me, I'll be teleporting with one of you in a second now.
How's report?
2 guns, green.
Spill, green.
Perry.
Dash.
What? Dash? Perry, amber green.
And on my last.
Dash, green. Acknowledged.
1-0, send your last over.
On me, over.
A firm, 1-2 on the move, out. Jurgens, get me a semi-ARD up front.
Roger.
Full circle, boys.
Yep, everyone.
Yeah, full section.
Everyone on my position. Sterling, just let's say sorry about the point. I might push double F.
That's fine. It's supposed to happen in an ambush. I took it as initiative. You didn't have to apologise, but
Right.
Can I have a heal, please?
yeah, I'm doing that now.
Oh yeah, cool. Me too, please.
Straight
Sterling.
in the arm.
Was it my 40 that got you, or was it my...
No.
I got
Okay.
hit by your shrapnel. But...
Shut up, everyone. From what I saw, the RTR was good. The G squared was F less, so I think everyone, bar 1 or 2 exceptions, was still on the road. You don't have to get. I know there's no cover here, but even just getting into the grass, just get off the road. We just get off the road. And there were 2 people that didn't cross the road immediately to the side they were taking fire from. You might just not have known where it was, but one of you was very close and everyone else did. In the section, whoever calls the contact, please call contact right or contact left. And then if you're on a staggered column and you get engaged from the right, we all move to the right hand side of the road. If we then get engaged from the other side of the road too, we're a bit fucked then, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But standard procedure is if you can get engaged from one side of the road, you all move to that side, and then the staggered column becomes an extended line in that direction, okay? So I'll do that one more time, perhaps a third time. Other than that, we'll be moving on.
Your laser
okay.
on it?
What is wrong
Sound
with
good?
my...
I don't know, it's been on. I'll try and speed this one up so we get engaged sooner, because I don't want to spend all night doing this, but I just want to see that you can do it perfectly before we move on, okay?
Right, flash check everyone.
We'll have one on the lead, just so that they get a bit more action.
Dace, do you need a help?
And they have
I
to...
think I've been done.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I've been done. Cheers.
So yeah, 1-1 on point, same direction, let's go.
I believe I've got one person who's just gone AFK for a sec.
Really?
Yeah.
Baldy.
Really?
Fucking hell, Baldy.
Right, 1-2, pull to the rear.
Actually, it might be more exciting if we get down the side road. I'll just have a look at it.
You know, on the last one there wasn't really anywhere for me to dash to, so I just hit the deck. So it was right
could we-
behind
Yeah,
me.
but that's okay.
Is that alright? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't move across.
Vehicle is reversed.
I didn't move across because I was on this side and I had a better spray with the AR. If I'd have moved closer, it would have been more to
No, you still
kill
move
people.
into extended lines. Formation reaction contact.
Uh, 1-1, just start moving whenever, and 1-2 will follow on. Just call when you're on the move, over.
A firm 1-2.
No, that's 1-0. Wrong. Really?
Okay, they're kind of scooting forward.
Has 1-1 forgotten how to walk?
I'm not sure.
On the move. Maybe not.
Just press W. What?
1-1 is ready to move out whenever you are. Oh shit.
You're on point.
I'd be advised by giving you the go-ahead, you can move now, over.
I'm coming up.
Hold there, Jurgens.
Oh,
Yeah.
now we've all got to swap side 3.
Heck there.
We have to swap sides still.
Why?
Because Baldy's joined in and now we've got two on the
No,
left.
it's our own independent section. Don't go crazy.
No, I don't like it. My OCD.
Just like we're holding.
Guys out.
Push off 5 meters.
1-1 to all units. We are currently spotting enemy movements at 252.
Okay, chat.
Roger that. You haven't seen them yet, but that is a good reaction. You immediately got on the extended line and you've moved people off the road. You're trying to find some cover, so props to you there. I will hide them a bit better, maybe behind some hills. Just continue, those ones will be deleted ever.
Just continue, Spill. Back on the road.
Additional for radio com procedure, if you see them that quickly, even before you give the orders to your guys, just shout something on the net, like, you know, contacts front or sighting front or something, just so that 1-2 has time to react as well, in case it turns into an ambush very quickly ever.
Copy that, we'll do in future. Over.
Whee!
Right, get eyes out, chat's while holding you.
Spill, am I allowed to roast him for that later?
What do you do to
Like
him?
relay something.
On your own initiative, is up to you.
That's a way of saying yes, isn't it? You're a crafty man, Spittle.
On the move, Hallowell.
Crafty is my middle name. Dave, shorten out that space between you and Poe's a bit too wide.
Yeah, just holding up for Hallowell, but moving down.
Come on, Dave, that's wider than your thigh gap.
You know. Left side. 1-1 is taking contact from the left.
Contact bearing 154, range 200 meters.
120, bearing
range
120.
Rapid fire.
Additional bearing 134.
See,
Judge everyone, I got an A-section next, but I hope you're doing some good fire control orders over.
Charlie fire team, push up.
Delta fire team, bearing 115, rapid fire.
Level down.
Line bolt.
Moving now.
Section, watch and shoot.
Sorry, I should have called that Spittle, my bad.
That's cool. Dave, switch around, give me rear security, get eyes out.
Especially one, I'll delete the remainder of the contacts. That was much better than previously.
Fire back on the road.
Time, I might mix it up a little bit, and then we will proceed to the later start parts of the training. So get back on the road and get moving as soon as you're ready. Over.
Kazam.
Copy that. We are going to move.
Green.
Over.
Station Halliwell, you both hit.
Yeah. Green, amber, red.
1-1 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
1-1 Charlie receiving.
1-1 standby, out. You all fixed?
Nope. I've got a
I'll call it
noob on my arm.
Alright, wait 1-1 Charlie, be advised, waiting for 2 times people to heal themselves. We'll let you know when we can move now. Out.
Copy that, we shall wait out.
10 Bravo, this is 12 Delta, message over.
Send over.
Could I have 2 times heals for Daesh and Halliwell, please? Over.
Roger, I'll get it done now. I was about to rate you good stuff. That is perfectly within your rights as a 2IC, and I do want to hear more stuff from 2ICs about medical and cabin report stuff. Anyway, that segues over. Break, 1-1, get moving. Now, out.
1-1 Delta, signing on to 100.1.
Let's go, boys.
Ready for 1-1 Delta, 1-0 Bravo, out.
I got armoured. On the move. I went prone and went to look over the stone wall and then pointed at the sky.
We'll do one what? On that.
Harry, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't heard anyone call Amber yet on ArmA, correct?
Halliwell, were you running live?
No, good.
Okay, sweet. No, it's Bill.
We have a technical bearing 288.
One time right.
There's a bit more urgency if you get technical. I saw more
Section, then you close. Up the hill, 645 now.
Spittle, that was useless from here.
You have to spread the hilltop.
Lightning bolt. Clear.
1-0, 1-2 Charlie, message over.
Send over.
That's it, you got me.
0, be advised, we have no direct fire on top. Permission to move up and assault, over.
Behind us.
Negative. I'm watching
Contact
a
rear.
1-1 member engage contact somewhere else. I just still haven't received a
1-0,
call about
be
it. Over.
advised, contact rear, southeast, way out. Delta fire team, switch fire, southeast. Mag.
Delta, rapid fire, bearing 124, enemy fire team.
Line bolt. Line bolt. Still tier 3.
Technical.
Charlie fire team, put rounds on technical. Watch fire friendly.
Judge of the 1 member, cease fire and
Done as well.
at the house at the end of the road. Get there as fast as possible. Over.
I think someone has a stoppage. Clip here
I
and
think
check.
that was 1-1. Back in the
Yeah.
road, chaps. Kazan report, go.
Checking to green.
Spill, Amber.
1-0 Bravo, this is 1-1 Delta, message over. Harry,
Send
green,
over.
green. Can we request two heals for Private T, Baldy, and Private A, Foika? Over.
Badly injured.
Yeah, right. Slow walk, guys behind him. On the move. Yeah, Perry, just me and them. for
It's
the
healed.
house.
Yeah, fine. 1-0 Bravo, this is 1-2 Delta, message over.
Classical cycle.
Kazam as follows, section is green, apart from one time Spittle requesting a heal, over.
Roger that. Good stuff with the Kazam report. I see someone has learned their section battle drills. Over.
It's me! Ow. Let's push this up, come on.
Right, double time it, go.
Yes, they can in real life.
Not behind them.
They are gods, they must be looked at so.
But
they're
Stern
being
requesting
more
ammo resupply.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
Everyone was green on ammo.
Yeah, except I obviously loaded and came straight to you, I didn't arm up.
Give me 2 grams still.
That would be lovely.
And frankly, I'd like to go into the next engagement with ammo.
Right. That's my Bailey impression.
Mine's
Right.
perfect.
Weapons and safe backups.
Yeah, so that last one, we're not going to do a force because I don't want to spend all night doing this. But Foika, I think it was Foika, you spotted the enemies behind it, you fired a box at them and you told no one. Or if you told anyone, they didn't tell the rest of the two.
I did call it on radio, bearing 88.
Okay, maybe there'll be a bit more because, you know, compass, it's quite hard to know exactly where the numbers are. Maybe just call contact rear because it's a bit more of an emergency and it might provoke a bit more action if you make it clear that the enemy are actually behind you.
I did hear 88, but my 88 was very different.
Okay, maybe there was some shenanigans with the GPS or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just in future, please make sure, because I said earlier, you know, you might get engaged from both sides. That is possible. You reacted to one side and I had them come over later. At that point, you just kind of have to. Well, you would need to get out of there really, but I told you not to. But in that case, I staggered them so you were able to just turn around and deal with the other ones. Okay. Well, there's the resupply. Resupply quickly now, and I'll just get things ready for the next bit.
Phil, you called contact right when the contact was left.
Technically right, that's why.
No, on the one before that.
The one with left. You mean the one before? The second
Yeah, babe, if you could...
No, the second one, the one before the technical. You called contact right, but everyone knew it was left, and no one listened.
You do realise what we do have the modern era with bouncer sound off hills.
Do you want it on flat ground, hills?
We want to do a model one first, so it can be on a slight plane, especially as low as happy up.
Someone's nicked all the mates.
Every minute is on the right.
Oh, they didn't.
Where's the ET?
They're not refreshing.
Behind you.
This is some stuff.
And then we'll have to...
I'm taking all the mags, but you guys. Thought he might
Eat
need them.
food and play at the same time.
Right, stop saying copy that over the net. I will bitch slap you.
Copy that.
Copy this.
Copy
I
that.
wasn't over the net, so I can't bitch slap you.
I'm not even.
Okay, cool.
Please bear in mind
when
this is maybe my third time on
teleport us.
Yeah. You're doing
We
well.
noticed
Just
that
cut
I've,
down your words as well. There's contact right.
made
Just
the
say
voice of my
contact right like you do in
exceedingly
second.
high, so you
Okay.
always know when to speak
And remember your over and out.
when he gets
No, well, it's
No.
over or out. Over or out.
Yeah, not and.
God.
can.
Yes, please.
1, 2,
Yeah.
4, No, you can say that, yeah.
What?
Am I right?
You're expecting someone to reply
Oh.
out, it means you're not expecting an reply yet.
But it isn't
This conversation is over.
fucking ass.
Dave,
Form Herringbone. Yes.
this conversation is over.
Spittle,
Right. Okay.
This conversation is what? Over?
there is a fix of playing ball at the base and you have already
Tell you what,
covered,
I'll
guys. This should be
You lot, shut up.
There is a fix of flank board at the base, right? And you have covered it, so there should be a quick one, correct? Cheers.
I think it might be in the
It
menu.
might not be.
Right, why aren't we?
What the fuck?
Or just form a
you
Oh,
line.
okay, that wasn't it. I thought someone just fired a rocket. I think the flight was fired a Hellfire.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, they did it base.
Oh, they put their herringbone that way, which means now we all have to face
I'm
outwards.
not in a herringbone, I'm just getting shot.
We're not in a herringbone.
Okay, wait
Face
here,
outwards.
30 hours. I'm just going to go check that there is actually one, and if there isn't, we'll just stay here and I'll do the theory here, and we'll go straight on to live fire. While we're back, Bailey will tell me if you have to. Goodbye. Zeus.
This is nice.
Honey, honey.
What, staring longingly into our eyes?
Like blind date.
Oh,
It's not
God.
Has
blind.
anyone noticed?
Harry, it's not blind date, it's blind date.
And Bailey's been touching himself this whole night. So
I'll second that back in a minute.
Where are you going? What?
LOL report.
What? Very well? I think it's gonna okay.
Let's take
Right,
shit.
let's get on to
He
it
did,
about
he
that.
just said he had to step out.
That's
Be right back.
Well, in the biggest tragedy since, I don't know, there aren't any, so we get to do the monotone treatment. Who's ready?
Ready?
Woo! Okay. Let's do this. Done all the section battle drills, this will be a perfect time to test you on them actually. Okay. School server. You don't know how to sit in such a menacing way. Okay. So, let's start things off. So the first thing we have to do is make sure we're prepared for battle. How do we do this? Which one is it, and what are the letters standing for?
Yeah, then.
Wait, what?
Any guesses? Which section battle drill is it for preparing? You know, the middle one. Starts with the
Middle
P.
one.
This one always starts with P. Ward?
Focus.
Yes, what's that for?
My bad.
Protection.
Yes.
Ammunition.
Yes.
Weapon.
Yep.
E is equipment.
Yeah, specialist equipment. Well, no, it's not specialist equipment. That's later. That's the S. My bad.
R is radio.
S is specialist equipment, and O is orders. And the one you missed was personal camouflage. Yes. So protection. Get your armor, ammunition. Fortunately, Spittle does Corpso for us. So the only thing you need to worry about really is perhaps equipment for task, radio, maybe specialist equipment, and then your orders. And then we're walking through the lovely forests of Altis, or the mountains, or whatever this fucking shitholders, and we start getting fired at. It's effective enemy fire. What do we do? Baldy. I can't hear you. I think you're on whisper.
No, not
No, I'm in. It's DD Kosov. Down.
Yes.
Down. Cover.
Nope, nearly.
No. Damn it. No, it's gone.
What do you do when you're on the
gone.
ground? You're on the ground. How do you move on the ground? Yes.
Not covered, scroll? Okay.
Yes.
Dash down, crawl. Oh.
You have to find them. Look for them. Look far and wide. Oh, look.
Observe?
Yes.
Really? We can observe? Alright. DD costs.
And then you. Voika didn't have one.
There you
Well, he did. He didn't have a scope. Voika didn't have them ish. Sights.
Yep. And then turn fire.
Fire. Yes. Sorry, Voika.
Wait, that confused me more than helped me if I'm going to be honest.
Anyway, while you're doing the D squared cos F, what should you be doing, Spittle, while they're D squared cos F in? Well, you'll be doing it too, of course.
Well, I'll be calling in 1-2 in contact right out.
Yes. A sit rep is sent informing high command of the location of the contact. A typical sit rep would be platoon command call sign, your call sign, contact, grid, blah blah, wait out, or in. What in an example would be 10 Bravo, 12, contact grid 061 193, wait out. And then, what do we do now? Well, let me tell you. As we're lying there on the ground observing, we'll assume we haven't reached that far yet, we're still trying to locate them. Everyone is going to be looking around, you're going to be looking for the enemy, and you should be doing what, unfortunately we didn't manage so well on the third run of reaction contact earlier, which is letting the other section members know. When the other section members know, the platoon command can be informed and we can sort things out, and you can start planning your assault as a 1IC. The 2IC, so when they've been located, what the 2IC does is fire control order, what the 1IC does is get planning and get ready to give us a more detailed sit rep. Okay? So especially you 1ICs and 2ICs, I know, you know, 1-1, you don't have any NCOs present tonight, but it's still applicable. Just think about these. If you want to write them down, feel free. This is what I expect Spittle and Perry to be doing a lot better than you, but if you pull it off perfectly, I'd be very impressed, okay? So 2IC, fire control order, 1IC, get on the net as soon as possible. The platoon is your priority in this case. And if you don't necessarily know exactly where they are yet, feel free to ICs to call for a fire control order into a likely enemy location, like cover, a building, a bunker. Even if you can't see the enemy itself, if you know it's coming from that location, see if you can try and fire where you think they might be, and that might even prompt a few of them to peek, aggro a few more AI if we decide to do the cynical metagamey way of thinking about it, and then when we've located them we can start killing them more effectively. If you still can't find them after firing to no locations, we might have to send a lucky runner forwards to try and entice them. And
sacrificial lamb.
Yes, obviously that is something we really don't want to do, but if we have to do it, we have to do it. Send two men forward technically, but I think tonight with these numbers we'd have to compromise on one. Just, you know, run forwards a bit, run backwards a bit, get back in cover as soon as possible, try not to get shot, and pretty much if we spot the enemy muscle flash, it's just getting cover immediately. That's all it is, that's all we're doing. But usually we won't draw the enemy fire, we'll usually find them. And that is a major last resort if we're probably pinned down and we can't find the enemy, because we can't assault them if we don't know where they are. We can't properly finish off D2 cos F if we don't know where they are, okay? And if you still can't do this, and then maybe the enemy have stopped firing at this point, you're trying to draw the enemy fire with runners, nothing's happening whatsoever, then after a sensible amount of time, a minute or two, we can just continue the patrol and assume that we've been hit and they've run off, okay? So if we do manage to find the enemy, what we just obviously suppress them. As I've already said, when we locate the enemy, the section commander will be instructing the 2IC to carry out the rest of the contact grit, all that shit. You know, basically he'll tell the 2IC, finish wrapping this ambush, I need to go do more important things. So the 2IC keeps the enemy's heads down, see if we can kill as many as possible, stop the enemy firing. This is going to continue even throughout the assault. The only difference is that the 1IC is going to break off with Charlie. Delta's going to be doing this from this point until the enemy has been assaulted and destroyed. But the 2IC will be instructing the section using the fire control orders to find the enemy position, to stop the enemy firing with the assaults carried out. If it was one or two you think, and you think it's probably unlikely that there's going to be any there, deliberate is slow, but you can go one slower. You can ripple fire. ICs, do you know what that is?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you, right?
I do not.
You basically just start from one end of the section, and then every soldier fires a round at a time, with the exception of ARs, who I'm assuming will fire an AR round, aka a burst. Okay. Cool. So it's like a Mexican wave is the lovely explanation provided in the SAPs.
Very hard to pull off when you're hearing other people firing. You think, oh, that's the next person, unless you physically stare at them.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think we might be able to handle it. I don't really want to cut to the radio, but maybe in local if you call your number. And then, yeah, we'll see. But anyway, when you suppress the enemy, obviously, whilst the 2IC has been keeping the enemy pinned down, the 1IC will have withdrawn a short amount of time so he's safe, or short distance, sorry, not time. They will withdraw a short distance, let us know with slightly more detailed contact report, including his intent, which would be to assault the enemy position. You can try and insult it, but I think they'll just shoot you.
Why are they?
Yes, so the section commander will be sitting there on the radio telling us what's happening, and he'll have made his plan for how we're going to take out the enemy location. So if we have perfect cover on one side, or perfect cover on the flanks, what do you think we're going to do? A fix and flank. If there is no cover whatsoever, what do you think we're going to do?
Frontal assault.
A frontal assault. Why do you think that is, right?
Because it's the fastest, most direct way to get to and kill the enemy.
Yes. You know, obviously the exception to that is the fix and flank obviously isn't the fastest way to get the enemy, but it is certainly the safest, because you're using cover, you're flanking them, and it is probably a much safer procedure. But if you are looking at them and they're on the other side of the field to you, what's the point of fix and flanking them if it just means you're going to walk a bit longer in the open and give them more time to shoot at you? So frontal assaulting and left and right flanking are the ways we do it. If it's at a slightly larger scale, in theory we might end up doing a proper full plan. Well, if we're doing a full planned assault anyway, things might get differently, but you know how we assault Gray and I when we're attacking a fixed position, we plan our SVX and stuff in advance. This is under circumstances where we've been engaged, we might have been ambushed, and so this is reactionary, this is purely on the scene, and it will be either a frontal assault or a left-right flanking. I've said all this at the section level. If we are going to do it at the platoon level, like we will be doing tonight, the calls will be up to me, but I might not be able to see the enemy. So I'm going to need perfect information from you, otherwise the appreciation I make could be wrong, and I could end up sending you on a fix and flank. Yeah, I mean, you get the picture. Tonight, I'm going to pretend I don't have Zeus, so if you give me information that makes it sound like a frontal assault smarter, or a fix and flank smarter, and then it turns out not to be, I'm not going to take any responsibility for that. Well, a little bit, of course, but I'm going to pretend I haven't seen it, and I'm going to go with your guys' estimation, okay? So make sure that intel is amazing. A typical section level assault is carried out in the following manner. Charlie Fire Team assaults, Delta Fire Team provides covering fire. So if we get engaged, we'll react to contact, Delta will keep firing, Charlie will peel off and move, if this is a fixed flank as I've already said. Charlie will move towards the enemy flank, get in that cover and move up the enemy flank. When they are on the enemy flank, as in, at a right angle basically from where, if the enemy position is it's a triangle or whatever, and a right angled triangle, there should be a 90-degree angle between you, and the other fire team from the base. It's hard to explain. I'm explaining this very badly. You need to be on the flank basically. So if you're looking at it front on, then in Delta, then Charlie will be directly to the left or directly to the right if you
user in your channel timed out.
Enemy base to the left or right. Obviously there's a bit of leeway if there's better cover, but that's basically what it is. That's so that they're not attacking from too near to the front, where you might shoot
user
them
joined your channel
while you're suppressing, even if you're supposed to be shifting fire up, or you're not attacking from the back where you can't really cover them effectively. Okay? And it will also take longer if you're walking behind it. Once the Charlie Fire Team is in position on the flank, the Grenadier will throw a grenade or a flash grenade onto the enemy's position. The second it explodes, Delta shifts fire up. ICs, please call it as well so people don't forget. That means that the fire is still going over their heads and will keep them pinned, but if it's 50 meters in the air, you should be safe to walk under it, the other element. Once the position is clear, Delta Fire Team will move up to Charlie Fire Team's location via the proven route, but you need to remember to reorg past the enemy location, because I'm going to be a dick and I might start mortaring things a couple minutes after we clear positions. If we assume that the enemy is gone, yeah, they're still not answering us, we knew it was under attack, it's been taken, we're going to bomb the shit out of it, because I can't remember who raised it might have been Baldy or something like that. But the enemy know the coordinates of the base. So if you sit there, you've painted a target on your back. So make sure the proven route in the reorg phase and reorging not directly on the enemy location are the two most important parts of that reorg. A quick do's and don'ts list before we go over the reorg paces do, and Gascard acronyms again, and then we will do some examples. This has been quite a long bit, but pretty much, apart from me giving you criticism, this should be the last dry run, apart from for the reorg, perhaps, of the night. Okay? So, 3 do's and 3 don'ts. Initially, suppress the enemy with everything you've got. These are the do's. Also, number 2, look for weaknesses in the enemy's flank. Those are what you want to try and exploit. Number 3, you need to maneuver Charlie Fire Team via the best cover and concealment available in order to get to the flank safely. Alternatively, if you're doing a frontal assault, you know what to do. It's just maneuvering. It's much more simple. We've done it 100 times, and we're not going to go over it very much tonight, but I will give you criticism on it if I think you've got it wrong. I don't want to spend more time on theory than we have to. I've asked Bailey to make some bunkers. There might be some frontal assault ones. Anyway, the don'ts. Never cease or hold up an assault to heal yourself a wounded team member. I need a CMT. Who's a CMT? What are you first, Daish?
A rifleman first.
Yes, you are. So, your job is to finish the firefight as a rifleman before you even think of doing medical stuff. The one exception is broken legs. Unfortunately, that would slow down the assault more than is possible. So, if you're still really fucking far away, probably go prone, med, and try to catch up. If you're on the objective, just keep going. You'll be a bit slower. They might leave you behind a little bit, but yeah, all makes sense. Yep. On that wounded team member.
No, I need you to repeat everything from the beginning.
Yeah, no thanks. Anyway, the other 2 don'ts are don't move without fire support and don't move without cover concealment, unless we're doing a frontal assault, and then that's because we've been forced to. But please don't pop a wall of smoke in front of yourselves, because that's really fucking stupid, because then you'll be pushing through a wall of smoke. If you want to use a wall of smoke of any type in this, you want to be using 1 x 40mm smoke grenade on a bunker firing slit, nothing else, and it needs to hit as close as possible to obstruct only the firing slit so you can still see the enemy position. Does that make sense? Okay, we'll quickly do Paces due and then we're done. Oh, and Gascar. Who didn't I pick on earlier? I think it was Quibble. Quibble, it's your turn. I'm sorry, buddy. Paces due.
Paces due. Where is it?
Where is it? Just
Probably
'cause
not
you...
looking at a picture. Protection, ammo, casualties, equipment, searches, sit rep, dig in, and orders.
Yeah, that's a search / sit rep. Good. Hopefully you'll have learned it well enough that you can vaguely get it without cheating, or alternatively put it on a post-it note and put it on your screen, because as long as you know it, I don't care how you know it. But I don't want to see any lags. Who wants to do Gascard? Should I pick on you, Foika? I think he's AFK. We'll do Dash. Dash.
I'll do it. Yeah, it's groups, ARD, sit rep, casualties, ammo, redistribute, dig in, or deploy.
Yep, I believe that's correct. Okay, well, we're done. Bailey, have you created some lovely scenarios for us?
I have.
Okay. Just quickly, I have found a lovely platoon, well, what you ICs should be doing if you're by yourself. So not tonight so much, maybe if you want. But the sit rep the IC should originally
Microphone
be
muted.
sending
Microphone
is
activated.
hello 01, 11, 112. Contact at grid, blah blah blah, wait out. I've already said this once, but that's what we want to hear. And then for your internal section commands, try and keep things concise because you want to get moving as soon as possible. For example, the IC should just be able to say stuff like, you know, Delta, you are fire support, or you are SBF. Charlie, flank left or flank right on me, or Charlie, peel left or peel right on me. Doesn't matter. So I'm just going to do. Okay, makes sense.
Yep.
There are pictures as well on the SOP, which I can show you all after the training, but we're going to do it in the flesh now. And your ICs should know how to do it. Bailey, where are they?
You should see them on the map.
You won't see any actual structures on there.
Oh yeah, there's enemies. Oh god, there's enemies. Bailey, you've been busy.
I have.
Are we gonna die?
Wow, Bailey, that's mean.
What?
I mean,
Me.
you're saying this and we're right here, man.
Have you put like a tank or some stupid shit in?
No. Are they the same then? Yeah, they are.
They are, exactly.
This guy has been burnt by the fire. There's a bloody circle on the floor, Bailey.
Yes.
Okay, which one should we do first? Because we kind of want them to be attacking us. We might have to do some suspension of disbelief, kind of know where it is and, and walk up until they engage us, to be honest. I know, we'll do this one first, and okay guys, you'll need to follow exactly the route I give you. That one is a frontal assault. I'll not do that one first. Oh, I'll give that away. Oh, now that one is a lot more doable.
Sterling?
Yep.
You know you said when we have, like, say, a bunker and we smoke it using a 40 mic mic, do we have to call permission in to do that just in case it'll obscure, like, say, 1-1, or we're just free to do so?
If it's just one, hopefully it'll be fine anyway, okay. But I would, if you have time, call it. Because, okay. I mean, you'll probably be 40 mic making stuff first. If you ask permission, it's always better. Anyway, are we ready to teleport?
Okay.
Okay.
Weapons off safe in the chat. And then there was one section. And Heliwell was still AFK. 1-2 from semi-ARD north, Delta, northeast, Charlie, northwest.
Right west.
Jurgens gets west-west.
Dashed
Direct
northeast, but if Hellowell's away, shall I just swing around more east?
Yeah, this one should be perfect. The other one is more of a fun thing, but that's fine. This one should be good for it. We'll do it first.
Plenty of bushes here, find one getting it. Perry, give me a sweep of this ARD. Make sure it's really good.
Charlie 1, as I've already said, there's going to have to be some suspension of disbelief just because I want to get the ideal scenario set up. So the contacts, I'll make sure that they don't engage before we're ready. But you're probably going to see it before we get engaged, so just proceed as if you haven't. Does that make sense, Ella?
AFirm 10 Bravo. Over.
Out.
1-2 knowledge is out. Where the hell are we?
Judge 1, start moving out in a column towards the smoke to the northeast, down the lowest point in this little valley in a column. Over.
Right, we're going to be moving out as a column.
A firm, copy that. Preparing to move out. Over. Out.
Right, chaps, prep to move. We're following 1-1 in single file. Jurgens, when you think 1-1's got far enough away, peel us out.
User in your channel timed out.
Moving now.
Healing. Oh, there's Harry.
That good.
1-1, be advised, please don't move too far to the east again to get further away from the position. I want units to be able to realistically fix a flank. Over.
We are moving, shifting left now. Hallowell's still out, by the way.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Funny racket. Pretty last for me, gang. Wait, did you see that rabbit as well? Hey, fucking start a relationship. Fucking right, man.
For a second. Okay, I'll move again.
Smoke northwest. Oh wait. Hold. Contact left bearing 306.
1-1 in contact, wait 1.
I wondered why my gun weren't shooting, I was on safety, boys.
Good work.
Line bolt.
Judge 1, I need an accurate contact report as soon as possible so I can direct this scenario.
1-0, there's 1-2 China, so over.
Send over.
Contact as follows. Bunker complex, northwest, approximately 100 meters from our position, bearing 308. Currently in contact. Out.
Roger that, 1-2, good stuff. Are you in a position from which you can assault and flank the enemy? Over.
A firm request that 1-1 gives cover fire, whereas 1-2 flanks left. Over.
1-1 confirms, can provide covering fire.
Roger that, to both of you, 1-2, start assaulting as soon as possible. Over.
1-2 moving now. Out.
Please do that smoke grenade.
Feeling.
Just hope they don't all.
It's probably a 40 Perry. Healing.
It's just obscured all of our movement.
Yeah, you can still put fire in it, you know where the bunkers are. Keep moving, keep moving.
Don't know where Dave is.
Right, hold there. I'm going to peel past you.
1-1, feel free to lower the fire rate when you can no longer see any contacts for an extended period of time, but keep the fire going and make sure you use grit. Over.
Daesh, where are you?
40 might get
there you
that
are.
fucking bunker.
Yeah, moving round.
I'm moving forward.
Healing.
Oh,
Healing.
oh,
Jurgens, where are you? Move.
120, over.
1-0, be advised, 1-2 is on the move northwest towards bunker complex, over.
Take it down.
Can I get any DA? Need you there as soon as possible, over.
1-1 is shifting fire right in order to prevent cross.
No, we're nowhere near. Disregard 1-1, we are nowhere near yet, over.
A firm, don't shift right yet.
Want to be advised, if there's cover like this, I don't want to see you peeling. It slows the assault down. You just need to get moving. You peel off the original extended line if you're on the wrong side, and then you move in a column as fast as possible using cover, over.
Out. Right, finish the peel off here. We can
additional. Obviously, when you get close, you're going to have to run it bound to get into there safely. And break on that grenade was enemy. You need to want to recall when they fire the grenade anyway. So the grenade is in the field here.
2 times. A firm, over. Out.
1-1 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie, mess over.
Dead.
1-1 Charlie, receiving.
1-1 Charlie, shift fire right in at 10 Sierras, over.
Copy that, shifting in 10 COs.
Right. Double driven fire.
Out.
Charlie, prepare to move. Charlie, move. Down forward. Down.
Go, Dave.
Mag. Moving. Moving up. Perfect grenade.
Oh, I do.
Frag out. Move. All forces move forward.
Let's go, Dave.
1-2, it's all into complex now. Out.
I think that wasn't wrong yet, maybe.
Clear.
Clear.
Pushing
right,
left.
Push out. All course lines, be advised. Complex is now clear.
Good.
Over.
1-1 to cease.
Yep. 1-1 ceasefire, over. Alright, let's push out. Let's get out of there.
1-2 Syrup, have you secured the position, over?
1-0, that is acknowledged. I'm pushing out further 50 meters, over.
A firm, when it has been completed assault, make sure you give a full contact report, etc., and call it cleared, over.
What the hell did he come from? I'm 2 in contact, wait out. That'll give cover.
Which side?
He went down.
There we go.
1-2, this is 1-1. Do you need support? Over.
Negative 1-1. A man just appeared in the bunk complex from nowhere.
Might have been a
Where
down
did he
gunner.
come from?
Negative, will do be advised, he was unconscious, you missed him on the first
unconscious.
sweep. Bailey was watching and laughing, over.
1-2 acknowledges. Out. Right, Dave's gonna need on my position in.
User joined your channel.
Give as much of a detailed contact report as possible. When it's called clear, I will send 1-1 to rejoin you, over.
Right, Dave, can I have you on my position, please? Perry, can take over his position.
That again, Phil?
Take over Dave's position.
Yeah.
Right.
Healing, yeah.
1-0 is 1-2 contact report, over.
Send contact report, over.
1-0 be advised. 1-2 swept through bunker complex, sustained 1 tier 3 casualty, being myself. 4 times enemy KIA. 1-1 is free to move up now, over.
Roger that. Break 1-1. Move to rejoin 1-2 by proven route. When you arrive, form an ARD or go through gas card, over.
Jurgens, you are on my right, aren't you?
Copy that. 1-1 is moving out.
Beto, carry on that cavern.
Yeah, just tier 3, mate.
Okay, green. Dace, you're after me.
sorry. I get a bit carried away.
Oh, you're such a flirt.
Okay, chaps, once Station's dealt with me, I'm going to push out a little bit further back to the front.
1-0 Bravo, this is 1-1 Delta, over.
They always look dead. especially in the
Yeah, send message over.
Right, you're
Sit rep is as follows. 1-1 is green, green, green. Out.
Jurgens, could you peel further towards my east, just so you can get eyes northeast from there? What is he doing? Dave, can you explain why you've broken perimeter?
I told him to, I'm covering this up.
Okay, it's just that he's all the way over there on his nose.
Yeah, it's the only cover that's it's literally a hill here.
Plus Perry wanted to touch me.
Stop flirting in the battlefield.
Right, Dave, pull back and spread out further south, just find a bush. From there, you literally just get dropped on.
I'll keep moving.
Yeah, just find a bush and just get in it. You're lagging out. 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie, Mr. Over.
We just had somebody came across massive decent.
Repeat your last, please. Sorry.
1-1 disregard my last. I was asking for ETA. I have just seen your arrival. Out.
Do you want us? What arc do you want us to take?
If you get some guys in the bunker complex, just watching where we come from, and then preliminarily south.
South in the bunker, please. No, stay out in the bunker.
That's a really bad idea. That's going to get mortared.
Yeah, it's not in the bunker. Yeah, but no, yeah.
No. You know he's going to
Don't use the bunker.
Ollie south.
They'll have the bunker
All
zeroed.
west. All right, west.
Possibly, possibly not.
No, they will. It's an enemy position. It will already be zeroed, especially if they're Russian.
Something. When I want to be fabulous.
Right, I do believe you're right next to Terry.
1-0 Bravo, this is 1-1 Delta message over. They need to be on the eastern arc still.
Right.
1-0 Bravo is off
Right
the
in
top,
the middle of my
just
semi
Alpha 0 over.
Oh.
Yeah, south as in...
Alpha 0, requesting 1x reinsert for Private A Voiker. Over.
I have already been told.
Yeah, but you're saying south. We don't need south, we need east.
Oh, it's more or less the south. Primary south, it's only you and Deja.
Oh, for fuck's sake. South to save these fucking...
Hello, Ward.
Dage, where are you in relation to me?
So take north. Jurgen's on my position. I'm wanting to be everywhere.
Why fall you in?
Because I wasn't, and then people started moving outwards.
Hello.
Right. Since... I'm confused now, they were there.
Now taking the,
Yeah.
Just on me.
Right, there's one. On Sterling. All in. Safety's on. Yeah, where was the Russian? Was he in the bunker or the one we went past?
He was in the bunker. There were two of them lying on top of each other. One was open up just...
Gave him a good 2-second look.
Yeah, I just stared at him and Bailey and I thought he was gone, and then he was like, seems legit, and walked off. And then
You never know with these Russians, unfortunately.
Mate,
You
just
know.
put a bullet in them.
Who cares about Geneva Convention?
True.
I do.
See.
Haha, no.
Your
Okay.
ass for punishment.
So,
Should have inventory
Real.
tested them.
how do we reorg everyone?
You fight through the position and reorg somewhere else.
Yes, and what? How do we do it?
use either Pacer's View or gas car.
Yeah. So we need to get back up together, form an ARD, send me a sit rep, and then deal with casualties ammo. And at that point, give me CASM report as soon as possible. Make sure that your casualties are getting treated somewhere safe. Make sure that you will have enough ammo, and if not, redistribute it and other important things. And then if we had intrusions there, we could dig in and all that stuff. But for us, that's just finding better cover and getting ready. Okay. For me, the most important things are, I've already said, the ARD, the sit rep, and the CASM. So just make sure we get those done. Okay. Are there any questions about the reorg? Because it needs to be good and it needs to be far enough away that when I do mortar on those positions, we don't lose everyone, okay?
This is what I said to them.
So what?
It's an enemy Russian base. They will have it zeroed.
Yeah, that's why I put 1-1 in there.
Go for one.
Did I tell us to get in there? No, I told 1-1. And you can't deny that entire point had a very nice vantage on the chance that they're protected anyway, it's a bunker. They got nothing to complain about.
Bailey, can you get rid of that fire and then I can give it away? Maybe we can trick it.
Also, it has stores of ammunition that go boom when hit with
the next one. I'm going to teleport them over there anyway.
Yes, with stores of ammunition which will go boom when hit with mortars.
Okay, ready for teleport, we can do another one.
Another one.
Doctor Who theme begins to play.
Right, same marks as before, move out.
One ARD, good one set, out.
South.
Yep, Jurgens, push all the way to that tree.
I think Heliwell has gone to the barracks spill.
Yeah.
Still nothing to see, unfortunately.
I mean, he is a corporal. He can't really help it, to be fair.
Well, as long as it does an explanation when he comes back, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right, brush check everyone.
Dave, go to that tree to your east.
Wait. Ah, right. Where are we?
I put myself where there was so that I could put the big
095.
1-1 is...
Call it in,
Perry.
1-1 is ready and waiting for orders.
1-2 is set, out.
Delta 1, let's get moving. We're going to have 1-2 on the lead this time. We're going to move northwest. Actually, fuck it, we'll follow me so that we don't spring things too early. Over.
1-2 acknowledges, waiting for you to move out, Sterling. Out.
1-1 acknowledges.
Yeah,
If I
you
go
can be
down on
following
this call, don't worry
Sterling,
about
moving
it.
out,
This is
okay?
just so that the scenario is diverted. Pretend I'm not here.
Judge everyone obviously take guys, the Glorious Sterling would not usually be at the point.
He's on your right, he's already moved out.
That's very
Northwest.
stupid.
On me, Jurgens. Directly in front. Northwest.
Dang.
I was looking at Bailey.
Microphone muted.
Before it just leads us into a minefield.
Phil, can you ask Sterling to go wee-woo again?
Judge everyone, you can all compliment me on my amazing point manning skills for ignoring all the cover to the left later, but there is a reason, I assure you. Over.
1-2 acknowledges. We admire your great leadership skills. Out.
1-1 acknowledges. We love you, 1-0. Out.
Try to do one advised. I'm being a bit silly on the radio just because the scenarios are very not real. Do try to keep it professional. I might be being sarcastic, but nothing silly. It is get to ruin things on the net. Over.
Contact left. 1-2, contact left. Bunker complex bearing 2-1.
1-1 has contact bearing 150. Bunker complex.
Adjust 50 meters.
253.
Chad, I don't want to have eyes on. We're going to have to front of assault this one. 1-2. I see you're already in cover. I need to get as much fire as possible. We're going to wait for 30 Sierras to try and win fire superiority. Then 1-1, we're going to have you start bounding forward, over.
1-2 acknowledges, prepping to bound. Okay, chaps, we're going to frontal assault.
1-1 acknowledges, prepping's bound.
Peeling round.
It's 1-1 assault in spill.
Alright, fine. Session, get rapid fire on these bunkers.
Okay, enemy bunkers have died down. We have 1D. This is my mini lesson, by the way. I wouldn't usually waffle those on the net. We have 1 fire superiority in the short term. 1-1. I want you to start bounding. Over.
Copy that, prepping's bound.
Jurgen, displaced to my right. We've got excellent fire on these guys.
Roger.
Right, hold
Roger.
Are we holding the peel?
Yeah, hold.
Come on, get this fire out.
Did we all just reload at the same time?
Once 1-1 bounds, we'll have them actually fighting out. I want you to move 1-2 right to the right and form an SBF up the hill to the southwest. This is much too open, even for front assault. Over.
1-2 acknowledges, out.
I believe there might be one guy still
Okay,
by the
chaps, keep
tent.
peeling right. Even though we are
1-1 is ready to bound.
What about 1-1? Just fire team, leapfrog, get as fast as possible all the way up to there. Pop a grenade just before you get in, as normal. 1-2 will act as suppressive element. Over.
Copy that. Over.
I thought you would move, Perry.
No.
Peeling again, or is that it?
You get in there. I'm on your right wing left.
Oh yeah. I've got to right.
Alright, one hold hit.
Take it down to suppressing fire.
Jurgen, check your right.
This guy firing by the
I
tent.
think there's enemies southwest, by the way.
Ooh. Galify, keep engaged. I'm displacing Charlie. 1-0 says 1-2 Charlie, Mr. Herbert.
That's coming from
Spread out right, Jurgens. 1-0, be advised, believe enemy presence southwest of us, over.
A firm, move a fire team to respond. Keep your other fire team covering 1-1's advance. Over.
A firm will push up the hill southwest. Be advised, fire team is only 2 men, over.
Roger that, then just watch that arc for now, but the assault is your
Microphone
priority.
muted.
I don't want to lose men as a result of it, over.
Microphone activated.
1-2 out. Right, Jurgens, keep an eye on that arc. I'm with you.
1-1, make sure you call on the net, but you're
Check the
commencing the
fire,
assault,
right,
and then pop the grenade.
1-1 commencing assault.
Jurgens, push up a bit.
1-2, should fire up, out.
Harry, you got it?
I didn't hear what you said, no.
Fire right.
Already done it.
Okay, yo, let's just get to that bush, get some eyes out. Let's go. Actually, let's put your team up, bounding, go. Prep grenades, let's get a hold there. Prep grenades, you know, we get friendly. Again, music. Move. Alright, hold.
1-1 is taking shots from an unidentified direction. The bunker complex has been cleared. Out.
Right, that 1-1, if I can get a full contact report on what you found in there as soon as possible.
Oh, there you go.
Break 1-2. Prudent route is a bit long at this point, so just you're going to have to move straight there, and we'll do a reorg as soon as possible. Make sure you follow gas card, over.
1-0, interrogative, over.
We have 5 times enemy.
1-0 would request that I push 1-2 further up the hill to get eyes out to confirm no enemy presence, over.
Roger that, why don't you move there, and Great, we'll have 1-1 move to you for the reorg, so we're far enough away. Over.
Copy that, moving to your position now.
We'll do that in a second. Way on my right.
11210. Message.
117 message, over.
No.
Clear comms. We had five times enemy contacts in enemy bunker, and they were cleared.
Right, Charlie 5
over.
Roger out.
Down.
No, they're fully ARD.
Down.
User left your channel.
And we'll hold it. 1-0, 1-2, Charlie, sit rep, over.
Set it rep, over.
1-0, can confirm no enemy presence southwest. Would you, interrogative, would you like us to withdraw back? Over.
Negative, this is a good position up on this hill. We'll just commence gas card here. I want to hear, well, I want sit reps from both of you regarding that situation, and I want chasm reports, and I want you guys to make sure you do the rest of gas card within your own sections, over.
1-2 acknowledges, out. Okay, Perry, take it away.
11212, message.
Give me a countdown, boys.
It's only for 1-2, over.
We have taken the northern side of an ARD on our current position.
A firm 1-2 has south, out. Spittle, green. Oh, wait, hold on.
1-0, this is 1-2 Delta, message, over.
Send over.
Kazam is as follows, section is green, over.
Roger, out.
Spittle, do you want me more southeast?
As long as you're linked or you can see 1-1.
1-0 Bravo, this is 1-1 Delta, message, over.
Send 1-1 Delta, over.
Kazam is as follows, green on health, amber on ammo, over.
Roger 1-1, 1-0 Bravo, out.
I'm good, everyone else on ammo is good as well.
Dave, question. When you patched me earlier, was it my leg? But
yeah, your right leg, I do believe.
guys, it's just reopening. Can you come over here and give me a survey, please?
Just trying to warn when you get to the orders phase, or, well, paces do. I know I told you gas card, but both at the reorg. Let me know, request orders, and I will tell you what to do over.
I was thinking it, I just started bleeding. I'm just like, where's this come from?
Yeah, that's definitely the previous one. I'll say, yeah, I didn't surge it last time. I have got those, haven't I now?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. Stitching now.
There you go.
Oh, wrong hole.
Jurgens, Perry, let's get some binos out.
You've got your tourniquet on.
Already
still.
doing.
Thank you. Right, left. Oh look, there's that horrible hill where we got RPG before.
There's a building just like sort of 50 metres out on our west. Should we clear that or just sit tight?
The red one. One zero, this is 1-2 Charlie. over.
Send 1-2, over.
Yeah, 1-0, we have a wrecked building to our direct west, 50 metres. Press provision to send a fire team to confirm. Is clear, over.
Negative, I'm assuming this means you're done with your real, over.
A-firm 1-0, over.
For that I did ask for myself to be notified on me, over.
A-firm 1 to Charlie, out.
To the east.
Sterling, I thought when last time.
I'm here.
What?
I'm here.
I thought you were...
He's in the bush.
Yeah, I thought all you need to know from the gas card was the Kazam, and then I was done between you and I. And we were waiting for further orders from you.
Yeah, but the thing was, for this one, because I wanted you guys to make sure you went over absolutely everything, I wanted you guys to request further orders. I did say it on the net.
Oh, I didn't hear that, sorry.
Just so that you guys I didn't rush you through anything. But anyway, get you guys on me, I'm gonna do a case
School
study
circle
on
on Sterling. School circle on my position east.
Let's go.
So essentially I was too realistically Sterling.
No,
What did I miss something? I feel like I missed something.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're about to have a lesson, so watch and learn everybody.
Safety's on, chaps.
There it is. And this, everybody, is why we always make sure we move past the position after we have finished assaulting it. Did you see how close they were? The enemy know exactly what the location is. It's almost like I used to
magic.
Yes. Thank you, Betty. Okay, the one thing I'd like to make sure you guys are cleared up on, especially for the one I see, is, well, there were two things about that one. Firstly, I had 1-1 assault it, but I didn't realise how much further you were to the east, seeing you moving in a column. So I've moved. I assumed 1-1 would be assaulting from the front, and I moved 1-2 around to cover from the right. But what ended up happening was you used the cover to the left, so we ended up assaulting from both sides. Which, if you've seen that movie with Sayan Bayan, yes, if you've seen that movie with Sayan Bayan, he plans an ambush, and he tells them all he's in the SAS, or he was in the SAS, but he really wasn't, because he plans an ambush where he has two firing groups directly opposite each other on a road, and that's very stupid. And what we did there was that we had people fighting from both sides. We had shots. It wasn't quite a crossfire. I think 1-2 we were just safe. Other trains coming past us, but it had the potential to go very wrong. So that's partly on me. I should have made sure we were a bit clearer with that. It's because 1-1 you sensibly moved towards those rocks. A cover on one side, and 1-2 I told them to move to the rocks on the other side. I didn't expect you guys to move there 1-1, so I hadn't factored that in, but I should have done.
You thought we'd be done.
Yep, and the contact report at the end, it's just something along the lines of, it's the full one, it's, 1-2 took contact from a fixed position to the left, bunker complex or whatever you want to say. We fixed, flanked, and killed, and then, a strength estimation, and then tell me how many casualties you took, and then give me your intent, which is like, for example, and now we intend to go for a reorg. That's not a formula. There was a formula for it somewhere once, but that's the information I want to hear. What happened, what you did, what you killed. So that's what was casualty-wise, what they killed, and what you're going to do now. Even if that's just holding position waiting for reorg. Holding position waiting for reorg isn't the smartest plan, but if you got absolutely wrecked, it might not be the smartest to push past by yourself as a one guy. It's unlikely they'll mortar it immediately after you finish clearing it. They will give it a few minutes because they don't want to mortar their guys when the radio's just cut out, or if they killed the radio guy, or we killed the radio guy. So they'll usually be a couple of minutes. You have a little bit of leeway. You just don't want to stay there for an extended period of time. If it is safest to wait there just until you have reorged completely as a platoon, I'm not going to blow you up immediately. At least until, I might blow you up if you sat there for a minute after reorging. But if you've just reorged, well, not reorged, if you just regrouped and then you move off somewhere else to reorg, I'm not going to blow you up. Okay, that's it. Might be a little bit metagaming, that's sinking to my mind. It's just common sense, really. And they wouldn't just mortar them immediately. So you don't have to take it and then go, oh shit, I'm getting mortared any second now. Whilst that's a possibility, it's very, very unlikely. Okay? With that waffle done, we have a new one to do. Let me have a look at it.
Did anyone else
Yes?
hear a rocket?
Yes.
Where?
I don't know, I just heard to my northeast.
To the right.
That's funny because I could have sworn we were still taking snaps when we left.
I don't know what that would be. Wait, what are you doing? Bailey. That's
Bailey.
me.
This is a Christian
1, 2,
server.
spread out.
No, not here. It's somewhere else. Okay, I'm teleporting us for Melody.
One taking south.
Oh, actually, I've got a lot less ammo now.
Right, chaps, previous positions. There's a wall over there.
Dave, let's get on this wall.
One taking south.
Go left, go
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, over here. I need another man.
Yeah, we're there.
1-1 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
1-1 Charlie, send message. 1-2 Charlie, send message.
1-1 interrogative, do you have a man covering west, over?
I believe so.
A firm, 1-2 Charlie,
man
out.
covering west. Hello.
Yes, I see you now.
How are you?
I'm good. We all good, Perry?
Yep.
1-2 set out.
1-1 set out.
Judge to the one that's formed up on the road second column and facing south. We're going to start moving with, let's have 1-1
User
in the
joined
lead
your
again
channel.
this time
So
over.
moving south, 1-1's in the lead.
Whoa, hold your horses, Dave, back here. You're at the back of the queue, mate.
1-1 acknowledges. Out.
Sterling, you may have to handcuff Heather and just drag him around with you. Right. 10 metres off the road, move.
Judge to the one, the map markers are down. We're patrolling in that direction.
Ooh, got map markers this time. Where? Oh, I see.
Yes, that's good. I'm moving.
Judge to the one, let's get moving. Out.
1-1 is waiting on markers.
They should be down just ahead over.
Yes, they are.
Copy that, we are moving out. Over. Out.
Halliwell's back.
For now, that's cool again, isn't it? But for now, Matt's going in. Oh, I've got the kids kicking off.
What? Yes?
Did you hear that still?
Yes, I did. Right, spacing out. What's these reads, chaps? What's the ambush site?
I don't have any 40 mics left.
Right, your problem, you should collect more.
I picked up 20. Dave, can you see this rabbit?
No, mate. 1-1 has spotted contacts. Bearing south.
Yeah, eyes on that bunker complex.
191.
Section, move left side of the road, clean light.
Roger that. Get eyes on. 1-2. Cross the other side of the road. Don't advance yet because we need to try to scout out what's
You got eyes on Jurgens?
Yeah. It's concealer.
1-1, I need an interrupt as soon as possible, over.
Horizon. Probably like 300 meters out.
Right, down, down.
Right, let's move. Jurgens.
What's up? Single
Heads up to
file.
this wall up here.
Alright.
Delta, push yourself on the left side of this road, get in those bushes.
Repeat last.
I'm going to need an interrupt on this compound as soon as possible, over. That means intelligence report.
Right, Perry, get yourself in extended line, left side of that road.
We have eyes on 2 fixed positions with 2 bunkers. And 2 times static weapons.
Very well, face down the road, station on me.
Not that far forward, where the hell are you going?
We are seeing them over across a open field with cover to our right in order to be able to flank.
Roger that, 1-1, get your eyes on it, keep your weapons trained. 1-2, I'm going to need you to start facing flank. They haven't seen us yet. Okay, now they've seen us. 1-1, get rapid fire right as soon as possible. 1-2, I need you to flank left and try and assault the position.
User in your channel timed out.
1-2, acknowledges, fixing flanking now. Out. Go. Okay. Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Right, Perry, bound up to that next
wall.
set of wall.
No, I'm bound up, let's go.
I'm pinning up to your
User
right
entered your channel.
Okay.
I've still got Brother all alive, hasn't it?
Oh, enemy bunker complex bearing 242, 100 meters.
Okay, I don't believe you where it is. Right, Charlie 5 team is bound up.
Enemy contact bearing 239 behind the ditch.
Okay. Right,
Delta, let's
Perry,
go.
take it further left.
A firm, we'll do a pill after this bound.
A firm. Ping to your left, Jurgens.
Roger.
Ready to use pill, Phil.
Spell hit.
Very well, give me a spray into that bunker complex.
Alright. Hold position. Jurgens, let's go. Peel left.
Roger.
1-1, do you have eyes on the compound still, over?
Peeling. Let's go all the way left to Delta.
Peeling.
Begin to land. No, just Charlie.
1-1 to 1-2, message.
Turn for 1-2. Perry, engage bound forward.
What is your situation?
1-1, be advised. 1-2 is beginning bounding towards enemy bunker complex from the east explosion. Over. Bounding.
A firm, we are starting to run low on ammo, so if you could move it up as fast as possible, that would be fantastic.
A-firm 1-1, we are currently 50 meters away from the complex. Stand by for shift fire. Come on, give me some suppressive fire on that.
1-1, if you're getting rid of ammo, why don't you try to do the wave firing, ripple firing, over?
Charlie's move. Perry put a 40 in there. Or a grenade, whatever it is. Down. Perry, take down the range, I'll strong fire here. 1-1, shift fire right, out.
So actually, we shift fire up, not right. You've got to keep it going over the heads, keep the suppression going, over.
Okay. Alright, let's peel. Get behind him.
Yeah, he's in the grass, he's in the grass.
Charlie 1, I just watched a blue on blue happen. Why the fuck didn't you shift fire, over?
shift fire right. It's all the way out of the way.
1-0, they seem to be invisible, over. Invincible, sorry, over.
Let's hold here.
Oh, dude, on the other side of the wall. I think Delta's down, maybe.
Right, let's push in. On your rear.
Oh, no, they are. Up, so. Watch your left side of that
It's
wall.
clear.
So.
Alright, push all the way through it. Yeah, this is why we don't bloody shoot over the top.
They shit.
Okay, let's push
Sorry,
southwest.
Let's move it out, extended line.
1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie. Sit rep over.
Send, over.
1-0 B advise. Bunker complex is now clear. 1-2 is pushing out southwest.
Roger that, 1-1, ceasefire, move by proven route towards 1-2's position and reorg on the hillock that they're moving towards now, over.
A firm 1-0, 1-1 moving out. Right, we're moving proven route, peel.
Still, Jeffrey.
Give me a Kazam report.
Chickens, Amber.
Spittle.
Still, Amber.
Perry, Amber.
Dash, Amber.
1-0, this is 1-2 Delta, message, over.
Send out.
Section is Amber with multiple tier 3 casualties, over.
Roger that, let's try and do a proper reorg this time. Run through gas card and start treating them with your CMT, over.
Right, who's tier 2 and above? Jurgens, what tier are you?
Tier 3.
Spittle.
Dash, just run along the section. Go from Delta to Charlie. No one's critical.
Yeah, A firm.
I'm stable.
Yeah, make sure everyone applies tourniquets. I'm stable as well.
Stable, Dave. Move on to the next one.
You stable?
Yeah, I'm stable. Into you, Perry.
Hellywold had to go again because of his kids.
Alright, just keep an eye on the arc. Is he out there or is he disconnected?
He's in the bunker. I told him to disconnect when he contacted.
Right, okay.
1-2 Charlie, 1-1 Charlie, a message.
I can do surgery kits if you want, or
Send it 1-2 over.
We are 2 seconds from your position. Over.
Oh, there they are. A firm, 1-2 Charlie out.
Interrogative, what arc do you want us to take?
Northern, please, Bill.
Take north.
Take north.
And
User left your channel.
Do 1-1 need a CMT, Spittle?
I believe it's a ward, hold on. I'll ask. 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
1-1 Charlie, send message.
1-1, do you request a CMT over?
Negative, we do not need a CMT.
A-firm, 1-2 Charlie out. Purple smoke, south.
I am green.
1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
Green.
Send over.
1-0 interrogative. Purple smoke south, is that you?
It might be. Have another look around, over.
We've had red smoke.
1-1 to 1-2, we have smoke on us, danger close.
A-firm 1-1. 1-0, request permission to move out, over.
User disconnected from your
That's an
channel.
A-firm. I didn't suggest you reorg on the hillock because I played enough COD and Battlefield to know that red smoke means, well, come here to know that red smoke means artillery to man better.
Right, section, let's do leapfrog. South, immediately. Down, move south.
Move south towards the purple smoke.
Charlie, move.
Line.
We're crossing over sections here, Spill.
Coming up.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of 1-1.
Spittle 1-1 aren't doing any formations moving up.
Keep guns band.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Right, that hold. I move. Right, let's get
no,
enemy
we're good
ARD
as we
south
are.
on this hill.
ARD north on
How
this
are
hill.
1-1 just appearing at the woodwork all over the place?
We legged it, that's how.
Judge, I wonder if I could get a sit rep from both sections, and the counter report from the assaulting section too.
Right.
Right.
Right, has anyone been hit from that? Oh.
Negative.
Okay, I'm going to need you to see my the left leg, it's already 10 again. 1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie. Contact report, over.
Send over.
1-0, contact as follows. 1-2 push through bunker complex, took out 5 times enemy. Each member of the section sustained small injuries, but are now stable. Over.
Roger that, I can't help but notice your 2OC appears to be otherwise indisposed. Please, could you send the Kazan report as well as soon as possible, over.
Do you want me to do the Kazan?
I'll send him.
11210.
Did we already send a Kazan through?
Message.
I think so.
1-1 is currently as follows: green, amber, green.
1-0, interrogative, over.
Send over.
1-0, my 2IC already gave you a Kazan report, over.
Roger that, I didn't hear it. Please resend over.
A firm, resending Kazan.
Yeah.
Section is currently amber. Amber, yeah, we did send that. I do remember now.
Just give it a sec. Yeah, give it a fucking sec.
11210, changing ammo count to near black.
We're good.
Roger that. Ammo and health resupplies on the way, and then we'll do a mini debrief, and I'll do Zeus heals as well. But just to give you guys a feel, give your CMT something to do. We patched up as normal. Yeah, ammo resupplies there. Just ignore the ARD. Patch up. I'll be there for a school circle afterwards, so you don't need to go bit by bit. Over.
Resupply as you need. Don't worry about the ARD. Patch up via CMT.
Okay, chaps, ammo should be to our rear. Let's do this one at a time. Dash, off you go. Get medical and ammo. Right. Yeah, let's just repack while we're here. Bloody hell, my granny could pack magazine cooking in this.
Yeah, there's no
medical.
A firm, I'll request them. 1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
Send over.
1-0, 1-2 is requesting medical resupply, over.
Is it one of these? Oh no, these are the FSG.
Yes.
Really.
I always wondered why you brought these.
They're the wrong two.
When I once said no to GPNG.
Oh yeah, can we use the GPNGs? That'd be good firepower. This is running small. Pretty please.
As soon as you're resupplied, get back on your arcs.
No. No, don't do that, right? School circle after it.
Yeah,
School circle.
Yeah, I get some surgeries to do. Not got any with me. Victor,
And I'd like to know who fired the blue and blues.
Jurgen, go.
Yeah, I saw red phrases hitting friendlies because they weren't shifted far enough above.
Wait.
And it looked like it was someone from your far left. So somewhere around the Baldy region.
Where is Baldy? Baldy, where are you?
Is that him? What is that?
Medical.
Dash, medical.
Yep, go for it, Dave.
Sorry.
1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie, measure over.
Send over.
1-0, did you request a school circle once fully armed up, over?
That's an affirmative, over.
Okay. Yep, school circle, Sterling, which is done.
Yeah, I was replying the whole time, but I was muted.
Make sure and say.
Spittle, I thought I saw you guys get blue and blue. Did you get blue and blue?
I don't know, I think that was Perry, I'll have to answer that question.
Okay, I was pretty sure I saw red traces. Nonetheless, if Spittle says he's assaulting, that should be enough. That should be your cue on 1ICs to tell your guys to shift fire up. And I mean up. Let's fucking, do I have any trace rounds? I think so, I think these are traces. And that doesn't mean, you know, if I'm shooting at that cluster of rocks over there, that doesn't mean, you know, I'm firing at them now. That doesn't mean firing, you know, 5 meters above. That means firing up. If you can see my traces.
I was going to say something about this. The reason I'm saying fire right is because in the cadets we shift fire, well, when I was there, we shift fire to the right. And I can't say, obviously, how it would feel with live ammunition, because we never did that. But the shift fire up currently, when it's going over the top of my head, it's literally just skimming my helmet.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. We're shifting fire up, but that doesn't mean fire right above them, because I was watching them shift fire right as well. They were firing 5. It was your guys as well, Spittle. You fire, you know, 5 to 10 meters right. You know, that's why I think firing right isn't as effective in this case, because to be honest, if I'm going to trust you to fire close to them, it has to be very close for it to be effective if it's to the side. And if it's that close, there's a very real chance of someone running out that side of the compound and getting domed. Okay. Whereas if we go up, and we go far up, I think it's probably safer, but you actually have to fire up, because otherwise you're just going to hit people. Because I couldn't really tell if someone had been hit, but I'm pretty sure someone was. And I don't want to hear that. That's not good enough.
Shift fire.
Yeah.
This is probably dependent on how close it was to us. I don't know a bit further this will go, but I was unsure if it was at some times new fire coming in on my left, for example, because it was just whizzing over my head.
I think you can assume your left is covered unless 1-1 has started screaming because they've been flanked on the
No, I mean, for example, if we've come in to assault from the side, my left is going to be to the direction of the enemy front.
Okay.
Well, can we have a TP, please?
Yeah. Well, I'll teleport everyone really, but that was the main thing I noticed. There might have been other stuff that got caught up in it that I might miss, but the minor stuff seems to be getting a lot better, and you guys are responding faster.
User joined your channel.
Just remember, in the assault, you need to go fast, Spittle. I know we teach you to fire maneuver all the time. If you're not taking direct fire, try and move. Just move. I know just a few weeks ago I was telling you all fire maneuver as much as possible, but in these circumstances we just got to get there. And if the cover's good enough, then you just walk all the way there until you're, you know, at the final approach. Then you pop a grenade and bound in or walk in.
We were taking fire from the get-go, pretty much.
Yeah, roger that. But whenever possible, just try and move fast. I mean, firing and maneuvering when you're under effective fire, good. If the fire's ineffective, or if the fire isn't towards you, take advantage of that and go fast, because that speed could result in fewer casualties just as much as, you know, being cautious yourselves. That makes sense. That makes sense?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, this one should be quite fun. Let me just... Wow, that's a mean one.
You've said that each time so far.
I know. It's because they're all very mean. Bailey's just a mean person.
Is that his kink?
Maybe.
I mean, it's
What's
not
that?
been all that bad, if I'm gonna be honest.
User disconnected from
Well, it
your
was just the
channel.
concrete walls this time. I thought they were a bit mean.
Apologies for
This
that.
game!
Yeah,
Can't do it.
Yeah, thank you for your minute, thanks.
I'm wounded.
Which side should we approach this from, do you think, Bailey? The building side or the forked road side?
Oh, fuck, that was my AR.
I was about to say, you've completely forgotten about Perry.
Yeah, I know, but I'm teleporting the groups to this new place.
Oh, right.
So, Okay, I'll teleport into the building. That's a good idea. He's about to get teleported with all of us. Let's go. Let's make this one a good one. Don't bother with an ARD. Don't bother with an ARD. We'll just get straight going in attack column northwest. Who was front last time? Was it 1-1? It's 1-2. Yeah. Okay, 1-2. Checkpoint. Northwest.
Do you want to be able to spare bank? I've only got 7.
Oh, right.
Yep, it's there. This will be the last one.
Oh,
Okay. Judge only one. This is going to be the last one of the night, so let's make it a good one. Out.
We are.
Right, safe off, chaps.
One is now down to
Everyone's
3
swivel.
members.
Daish,
you
you good to go?
Yeah. Okay.
Just fill in.
You got 10 minutes, perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, if you have to skip the debrief, that's fine. Just try.
Did we use the trace of, I was going to say, Perry could have got an AR or something.
Yes.
Hey Bailey, maybe I should join the infantry.
Right, okay. 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie. Message over.
1-2 Charlie, send message.
1-1, are you ready to move? Over.
1-1 is ready to move out.
Charlie 1, just to make things a bit more exciting, maybe I might join a section. I haven't really decided which yet. I'll still act as 1-0 on platoon there.
You know,
but I might take part just to make it numbers of it.
Patrol on the move, out.
Why not ground? What the fuck?
Yes, don't do that.
I'm trying to eat a dib dab. Too hard, one-handed.
Alright, anticipate flanking actions here between the reeds.
Anticipate your flanking action.
Actually, I don't like this at all.
User left your channel.
Crap, we can't really.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
Hold. What's going on?
User left your channel.
Yeah.
Straight
up.
User left your channel.
Perry's on that extended line. Your discretion to call it in. 1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
Send over.
1-0, bunker complex directly front, 50 meters out. Northeast, over.
Roger that. Are you in a position from which you can suppress in an assault, over?
Affirm, we can bring the hurt on them, over.
Roger that, make sure you're in full cover. Which direction do we need 1-1 to move behind you and move east? Over.
1-0 would advise, 1-1 moves direct east, 100 meters and comes around behind them. The left flank is too open, over.
Roger that. 1-1, you heard him. Use cover concealment to move 100 meters east and then commence a fixed flank, over.
Please come on my right first. Next pitch forward, sliding.
Coming through.
All that just to clarify, this is obviously meaning 1-2 is suppressive element, 1-1 is assaulting element. Out.
Go prone, slowly crawl up.
Okay, put it
They're
out.
more on our right now.
Okay, is Delta on my left or on your right?
On my right.
Okay, I'm get you hold there, I'm going to get you.
Don't know how far there.
Spill, we're literally 20 meters away from the complex here.
Okay, so I'm calling it now. Prep grenades. Everyone ready for the walls over fire.
Hello, Perry.
Oh.
Is Dash on your right?
Oh, yeah.
Perry?
Delta, could you flank more
I'm
down
over
to
here.
the northeast, please?
1-0, this is 1-1 Bravo. This is 1-1 Delta, message over.
Okay, bomb in position.
Send over.
Be advised, there is significant reeds all to our left. We are moving into the reeds now to get better eyes onto the bunker, over.
Roger that, send a scout forward, make sure you're very careful, locate it, and then bring the rest of the section through and prepare to assault. Break when you're in position, let 1-2 know they can start softening them up, and you can start assaulting with your grenade throw, over.
Acknowledge 1-0, 1-1 out.
All call signs be advised. Once 1-1 is set, 1-2 will initiate contact with a fire of 2 40-mite mics. Out. You ready, Perry?
1-2, if you think shifting slightly will give you a better arc, feel free to peel. Make sure you're always ready to engage at a moment's notice, but if you want to slowly reposition while 1-1 is getting ready for the assault and getting in a flanking position, please do so. Over.
Acknowledge 1-0, 1-2 Charlie out. I think he's using the benefit of his hindsight.
1-2 Charlie to 1-1. Message. We are proceeding further around the reeds so that we can proceed to attack them from the northeast.
All forces, be advised, contacts are going out. Right, suppress the fire on that position.
Bit of 1-1 are taking too long, they need to assault now.
Yep. 1-1 Charlie would advise assaulting now, over.
1-1 is moving into position, we should be there in about 30 seconds.
Ooh, that's not good enough.
Get number 40 in there.
Near the entrance on the right, there's a guy crouched down if you get on there. Good hit.
Right. Perry, begin artillery barrage. Right. Tripping AD.
Guy right.
Clear back, guys. Level's clear.
Guy prone right. Oh, baby.
Can I do the same?
Nev, you got an end law, Perry. Got a AT, send it.
No.
1-1 is preparing to assault now.
I've got no eyes on him. Perry, got eyes on 1-1?
No, they're not even close.
Just heard a flashbang going.
Really?
1-1 are grenading us.
Yeah, that went off about 20 metres away from me.
Right. 1-2, shift fire left and up.
1-2, shift fire.
Got a fire team, kill to my left. Now.
I don't want to go in front. There he is.
I'm just following. Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Healing.
Right. Turn into a second port. Healing.
Oh, these reeds are cunts, aren't they? Yeah, I don't.
In. The space is out, guys.
Oh no!
Watch and shoot.
Ceasefire, ceasefire.
Countdown report.
1-1 to 1-2 Charlie, message.
Device, the ones in Bravo ran out of bullets.
Green.
Green.
Charlie is down. Repeat, 1-0 is down.
Dave, peeling.
Yep, sorry. Healing.
Dash, just peel.
Sorry. 1-2, can we get 0 as soon as possible? Just got my last. 1-1, 0 as soon as possible, so 1-2 can start moving towards you by a proven route if possible. Over.
Okay, guy that's faced north, we're going to band through those reeds, make sure they're clear. Dowler, give cover and fire. Obviously, don't shoot right now. Charlie, move.
1-1, inform 1-2 of the position you're going to be assuming for the reorg, and 1-2 meet them there. Over.
1-1 Charlie to 1-2 message.
Perry, continue this bound. Send it for 1-2 over.
We are currently moving north of the bunker complex to a rock formation in order to form ARD there.
1-2 acknowledges. We're just pushing through the reeds to the north, and we'll follow you from the west. Over. Yeah, Perry, keep going. You be independent now.
Copy that.
Perry, you hearing me?
ARD south.
No. Oh, god damn it. In.
I can't hear you, Spill.
Yeah, no, I think I've turned myself off getting. Bring yourself up to me, and then we're going to go out in single file. Right, Jurgen's peel us right.
Roger, peeling.
Yeah, just switch.
Switching back to yelling. Don't go behind me.
Mortars, get down.
Incoming. Spread out. Section, begin re-peel to the north. Move it.
1-0 Bravo, this is 1-1 Delta message over.
Send it.
1-2, push north.
CASAM reports as follows. Amber health, green ammunition, green ordnance. We have two tier 3 casualties. Over.
What did that? Casualties make the ARD set up and give you a grid to 1-2 so they can get to you as soon as possible. Over.
Right, let's form a road crossing, Perry.
Acknowledged 1-0. 1-1 Delta out.
1-2, this is 1-1 Charlie.
Closer towards
Coordinates are as follows: 09220.
Right, moving in. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, go.
Where are they?
Let's go northeast. 1-2 acknowledged. Out, easy, we're skittering around.
Oh, yeah.
Dace is effectively down.
Jurgen's hold.
His legs can't.
1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie, Mr. Over.
Repeat last.
Message for 1-0, over. Right, Perry, you get in the middle off on your rear security.
Set up 1-0, over.
1-0. Be advised, sustained 1 times tier 2 casualty from mortar attack. Over.
Roger that. Proceed to the reorg location as soon as possible and then get the CMTs on him. Over.
A firm. On to Charlie out. Tell you what, Dave, my leg keeps reopening. You never do a good job with that.
Yeah, Dave, you fucking lazy bastard.
Packed that full of about 10 tampons.
Yeah, but you didn't say it, did you? Where's right?
What happened to Perry?
No, it's Dave.
Right,
Right,
a little bit of more strap to the ass cheek.
Yeah, get northeast.
Perfect.
Perry, you just getting in these bushes
Roger.
to cover.
That's what I'm doing.
Good man. Right. Right on me.
Cheers.
Moving. What's your arc?
We are currently on the sort of south. South. Yeah.
Okay. Perry saw now we've got the northern arc.
Yeah, we've mostly got sort of south to mid northwest.
Mid north. Okay, right. How am I still bleeding? Oh wait, hold on. Can I just fire panic if the wrong thing? Okay, chat, okay, Cass, I'm going.
Jagan's
Right,
green.
got Cassam done.
Spittle, amber green. When I say amber, it's because of the previous wound that Dace didn't fix.
Dace, go fix Spittle. Perry, green.
11210. Message.
Send over.
Didn't do a good job there.
1-1 assaulted a enemy fortification. 4 or 5 times enemy contacts. Cleared through. We have now formed up on coordinates of 19220. Waiting for further orders.
Hey, we someone can.
Roger, out. Break 1-2, command direct. Mainly regarding casualties. Over.
1-0, this is 1-2 Delta, message, over.
Send over.
Section is green, apart from 1 Tom Spittle, which is amber green. Treating now, over.
Roger that. Is he currently tier 1? Over.
Negative, tier 3 casualty, over.
Roger, out.
All cool
Should be good.
signs, get you guys to assemble in the middle of the ARD. I will be there shortly.
On two, on me.
Get in the middle of the ARD.
Actually, just got my last. I will teleport us. I'm going to teleport us to the position we assaulted. Don't worry, we won't get mortared. Wait, out.
Yeah. We're about to get TP.
Okay,
A lot of blood. Lies.
That was awkward.
I just had one thing to say quickly. If you'll gather around. So this is the side we came from, facing the south, right? So we had 1, 2 in those ditches. In the end, we assaulted from the only angle with, where it's open, which is good because we could see them from distance and shoot them and all that stuff. But also, we could be shot very easily if a guy had come out. So, and it gave them a lot of time.
Muted.
To be honest, I think it might have been better if we just moved closely, flanked immediately, had 1, 2 fire, and then 1, 1 directly in front of me. Just come up, stay low, stack on the wall, and then just push in. Because the longer we wait, the longer the enemy has to react to QRF and all that stuff. Wise, we need to find the enemy.
Microphone activated.
And the longer they have, the more chance there is of a lucky bullet wounding someone.
Did 1-1 throw 3 grenades?
Well, someone said Papa would throw grenades, and because I'm me, and you have to ask me for authorization to use frag grenades, but I'm me, so I don't have to ask me. I threw a frag grenade. I called frag out though.
Short and nearly hit us.
I'm pretty sure the rest of us threw stuns.
No, that wasn't me.
There was definitely no stuns.
That wasn't smoke.
That might have been me, Spill.
I threw a stun.
Yeah, my Spill, we're all the way to the northeast. My frag landed about 10 metres behind you in this field. So it was somewhere around here, so it wasn't me.
Yeah, we definitely did.
I know I have a strong right arm, but it's not quite that strong. Other than that, that was...
apologise to Sterling.
Yep.
I hope we put in the 40 mine mics into the place.
No, that was the Russians, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes. No, this guy fired about 30 bullets. I came around the corner because Right got knocked out or something. I was on full auto.
User left your channel.
Chamber. I fired 15 bullets into one, 15 into another, and then there was a third, and then I died.
And I fired half a mag in one and a full mag pistol in the same one.
User
so
left
lots of
your
bullets,
channel.
that's how we do things. Full auto and all that. Maybe I shouldn't have used full auto. But anyway, that was the big thing I spotted about this one. We've had 2 instances where we've nearly had a crossfire. I think it is playing with fire a little bit. If we do allow that. Just remember, guys, speed, advance of action, and surprise. We need to get that. We're the ones getting surprised, but we can still, they're not expecting to have to ambush us at this particular moment. This is a fixed position. They've just seen us and they've taken an opportunity, which means we can still get that surprise bonus as long as we act very quickly. Because in the grand scheme of things, there aren't going to be QRS on standby ready to come and pick us up. For speed, we need to get to it and assault it as fast as possible, but as safely as possible, which is why the whole frontal assault fixed flank distinction. Advantage of action, bullets need to go out. They need to go out as many as we can manage. If you can't see any enemies left, then you go down to deliberate. But if you can see enemies, you should be firing like crazy, okay?
Question?
Yep.
The initial contact when we got shot at, was that AI or was that Zeus starting off?
Well, 1-1 got to hear it on the section net because I forgot. But I was asking Bailey whether or not he was going to start things or if he was going to allow me to start things, because I was going to have you start engaging any second spittle. But I think I changed off the net, so I can be asked to change back, so I didn't actually tell Bailey to start.
User left your channel.
I'd like to also point out that the reason I decided to not assault from over there was because we hadn't actually started taking contact directly
it took
then.
Too long.
But
when we started taking contact.
Yeah, but we could have started it on our terms.
Yeah,
we could have started it on our terms. It's not like criticism it worked in the end. It's just it could have gone better. And so we're trying to put that way.
It should have just gone quicker, not better.
Yeah.
It should have gone quicker.
Well, I think frankly the amount of 40s and AT we use on this damn thing should be a big part.
Use
of
AT?
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah. HEDP.
You didn't ask.
Destructors as well.
No, yeah, fair. Okay. Well, we can do for 40, and I thought,
Yeah, 40s I'll allow on an assault without asking, just because it's a game. Even so, you should ask me. I mean, the whole point tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
I basically approved in the training, but AT needs to go through myself or Gray,
Ava.
no matter what. And grenade should, unless it's the last resort too, or unless you've asked us at the start of the training, we've said it's it's an 8G night, or whatever. But it seemed to work. They were pretty weak when we arrived. I didn't get to see the approach or how you guys were doing 1-2 because I was with 1-1, but
the position we got
tonight
up there is
things have got a lot better. The radio comms are also improving too. That's something which I'm very impressed by. If we can translate the level of radio comms we're doing here into our day-to-day operations and have very good platoon chat, then I think things are going to get even better still. And just as a quick if anyone has any problems or anything at any time in the unit, please come and talk to your ICs. You will pass it on to us, or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, come straight to myself, Gray, or even Bailey. Though probably Gray and myself first, and your ICs before that, chain of command. We don't want anyone to have any problems that fester, because you don't tell anyone, because if you don't tell us, we can't fix or change anything. Is that clear? Make sense? I'll post that on the WhatsApp too. I'm pretty sure you can all guess why I'm saying that now. Seems I have to say it every few weeks, but no one seems to get it. Additionally, I tried to make the training a bit more exciting than the previous one I did on Obua. If anyone has any criticism, I won't take it personally, especially if it's regarding how boring my voice is. But
You have a wonderful voice. It's actually quite soothing. It's not quite Bailey's.
right,
Okay, Sterling, take that how you want.
right. Yeah, I'm buying a chastity belt as we speak.
User joined your channel.
Yay!
And we're done.
It says how long has been great.
User left your
He's
channel.
been here for a good hour, half hour.
But yeah,
at
any
least.
criticism, let me know. Otherwise, NX.
Wait, hold on a second.
I live to serve and improve.
They haven't been in the server.
Yes, they have.
I think flight was the rocket because they're practicing in jet.
Yeah, disconnect, guys.
Okay,
Off the server.
chaps. See you in the debrief.